What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Drop Top Performance, the channel that doesn't always consistently post on a weekly basis because sometimes they forget and life gets in the way. Which is what we're going to be talking about here a little bit at the beginning of this video. And if you do not want to listen to me talk about what all is going on in my life and all that, you just want to get to the new parts, then go ahead and skip to the time over in the corner, and then you don't have to hear me ramble on about life. But anyways, talking about life, there's been quite a few things that have popped up here in the last 2 months, because this is all the reasons why I have not really posted, to be honest with you. This is not my number one priority. I just want to go ahead and get that out of the way. This is not how I make money. This is something that I do for fun, and I enjoy doing it. It's kind of fun, However, one day I would like to, maybe make a few bucks from it. With that being said, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, because if you subscribe to my channel and you watch my content, you're pretty much giving me money. Which I'm not there yet. I'm at like 660 subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, not minutes, 4,000 hours of view time, which I'm at like 3,200, which I'm pretty close on view time, but to subscribers. So if you guys want to go ahead and let your friends know, like, hey, subscribe to this guy who doesn't consistently post and sometimes his content sucks, that would be making me very happy, and I would appreciate that. But anyways, that is enough of me rambling on about please give me money so I can buy car parts. So let's talk about what's been going on the last 2 months. As you know, I am in the military, and my job, I consistently travel. And I don't mean like, I go 2 or 3 hours away for the week or the weekend or whatever the case may be. I travel to different continents, whole continents, Africa, Europe, the United States, consistently. I mean, 2 or 3 times a month sometimes. So life can be a little crazy, and I am married, so I want to spend time with my wife, which we've been doing a lot of that lately because, for the last, now it's, 2 months, but for the last 7 months, we've been pumping and a-humping, trying to create a little baby McDonald, and we have been successful. So that is huge news for me, because my biggest goal in life is to be a dad. And I'm finally going to be able to get the opportunity to do that. And that is something that's super special to me. And so the YouTube videos have been put on the back burner because, my wife, she works full-time. I work full-time. I'm not always home. So the time that I am home, I want to spend it with her and kind of help her out around the house as much as I can, because while I'm gone, there is nobody to help her out. I'm having to, she's having to walk up the 3rd flight of stairs and do all this extra shit. So when I'm home, I try to help her out as much as possible. With that being said, I'm also trying to change jobs. The job that I have now is kind of a pain in the butt because I'm gone so much, and not the biggest fan, especially with a little baby on the way. So some of you guys know what a recruiter is. A recruiter is someone who, they do what their name is, and they recruit for the Army, for jobs, whatever the case may be. For me specifically, it would be a Army recruiter, which, you got to put a packet together, all your information, all your awards, all this crap. And mine got accepted. So that was another big thing, trying to figure out, get that packet all squared away. That way I could get accepted, because if I can get out of Europe and back to the States, the great old US of A, then that is perfect for me, my wife, and my soon-to-be baby. Not to mention the fact that I have my other cars that I can do content on instead of just this one and the Charger. This one's still pretty new, as you can, obviously, if you follow the channel, it's new. But so that is a pretty big deal. And if you guys have ever been in the military, which I'm sure there's a few of you that have, or at least know about it, there's a thing called the big green weenie, and it's about this big, and they like to just ramrod it inside sometimes and throw a wrench in your plans, and that's all fine and dandy, and that's exactly what they did. Because my wife is due in April, I have a report date to Fort Drum, March, end of March, early April, something around that time, which sucks because, well, you know, my wife's pregnant, and it's really throwing a whole wrench in my planning here, which is fine because we pushed up a 4187, just a cancellation of orders, trying to get me out of it in hopes to get my recruiting stuff approved. That way I can go back to the United States. Hopefully going for like Florida or Memphis area. That's where my family and her family is. And I think that would be awesome if I could get out there. Other than that, guys, really just kind of been busy. I don't know if I said it earlier, but this car is going to be getting put up for the winter here pretty soon. Probably might be the last drive. I got a heap of parts that are sitting in my room, my office, waiting to get installed. Unfortunately, we can't do that right now because I am waiting to get some paint for my new calipers, which you guys will be seeing here in a little while, which are sick. They're off of a CTSV. They're the V2 4-pot CTSV Brimbos. And yes, they will fit on the Skyline. I'll be doing a whole video on the install and what exactly you need to make that work. So that's exciting. Haven't really done much to the Charger except for the coilovers. And in my last video, I said the next video would be about the coilovers. And unfortunately, today is my day off, and my wife has the car, Charger, her car, I should say. So I cannot do a video on it because obviously she has it, and I'm driving the Skyline. Yeah. So let's go ahead and cut this drive. And let's go back to the house so you guys can see some of the parts that I have for the Skyline. I did name it, by the way. It is Betty White. I love it. Sorry. All the other names are pretty good, but Betty White was my favorite. So some camera magic, some editing magic, some little twirls and spins and twists. And we're going to be in the office right about now. Ooh, and just like that, I am back as promised. So let's go ahead and look at some of these parts that I have. It's not a whole lot. Like I said, with the baby coming, kind of have to take that spare money that I was just putting on car parts and kind of put it away in preparation for the little spawn that I've created. So let's go ahead and turn this thing around, and I'll show you what I got. So here's the little parts, oh, I'm so sore. Little parts thing that I got right here. I got the two calipers, the brake lines, the adapters, the bolts, so on and so forth. The diffuser and puppers. And she said, nope. No, well, she's smelling something. Anyways, back to this. Yes, guys, I have not installed that yet. Give me a break, okay? I have been busy. Diffuser, that's for the Charger. That's for the Charger. Those lights are for the Chargers, or for the Charger. Let's go ahead and check out what I got for the Skyline, though, because that's really what this video is about. Boom, baby. I got the CTSV 4-pot up front that will bolt on to the Skyline. And I got the rotors downstairs. I didn't bring them up because they are heavy as all get out. I do plan on doing white and purple. So these are going to be purple. Because I think the white and the purple will look good together. They are a little heavy. Here are the adapters that I was telling you about. From CTSVBrakeSwap.com. I think they're about $160. get you both sides, all the hardware and the tap and die set so that you can get it all worked out and fixed on how it needs to be. Purple brake lines, braided brake lines, front and back. These are like €50. And then here's the hardware that comes with the CTS-V brake swap kit. Nothing too crazy. Realistically, the only thing that I'm waiting on is to get some paint, some purple paint, so I can scuff these, and I'll do a video on that. Scuffing these, and then, or I just might go ahead and have them powder coated. Just depends on what my budget looks like. Alright guys, so I know this was a really long video for really not that much information as far as for the car goes. This is more or less for the my own personal thing, for those of you who might be interested in my day-to-day and kind of where I've been and what's going on. If you did notice, I am wearing a Joe Hunt shirt. About last month, he did pass away. I only met him a few times. Really cool guy. He had a super badass car, and so this was one of the memorial shirt. And then all the proceeds went to helping for the funeral and the family and everything like that. So I did buy one. It's got the Trans Am logo, and he was a cool guy. So I do appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and comment, because the more likes we get and the more comments we get, the more algorithm math crap that YouTube does, and then they share our stuff and promote our stuff. And I'm trying to get at 1,000 subscribers. I'm close. I'm a little more than halfway there. Like I said earlier, about 650 or so. But I'm trying to do it legit. I'm not trying to get like bots or whatever the hell they're called. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, have a good day. And I'll catch you later.